So, first of all, what are your thoughts on holding on to 0-0 after the first half?
Listen, they're a very good team, and at the end of the year, they're going to be one of the teams who's in the shake for the big prize. I felt after an initial 15-minute period in the first half where it kind of got away from us and we couldn't really deal with their midfield three, I thought we settled in then, and towards the back half of the second half, actually, I thought we dealt with them pretty comfortably. And then, we talked about at half time that, the most dangerous moments in the game are either after a goal or right after the half. And somehow they scrambled a goal, and it kind of deflated us a little bit. It's one of those where you know it's going to be a long day after that. But we wanted to measure ourselves against the best to see what we need to do to get there. And we have some work to do, but I thought we learned a lot about ourselves today.
Ignoring that obvious 10 minutes after half time.
Yeah, it was 8 minutes. It was 3 goals in 8 minutes.
The other 82 minutes, there was a lot of positives.
Yeah, and we had some counter-attack moments and that we needed to do a little bit better with. When you play a team like this, they're going to have so much of the ball. So you have to try and make the most of your moments. And probably my biggest disappointment of the day was that we just gave the ball back to them too easy. I felt that we were better. We could have kept the ball a little bit better. When we had space to run with the ball to kind of take it out of pressure, we chose to pass. When we had numbers to try and pass through them, we chose to run. I don't know whether that was just nerves, but I felt that was the one disappointment for me. I thought we could have done a little bit more.
Add to that, possibly, sometimes when you had the ball on a break, that maybe a bit of enthusiasm from the players, they were looking to run when they maybe needed to hold up and wait for support to get there.
It's one of those where you're going forward and you're trying to get numbers to commit to attack, but in the back of their mind they're thinking, if this breaks down, I'm going to have to run my 60 yards to get back, and so you really get half committal of the supporting players in attack. And you don't need that. You need people to be fully committed, because I felt we probably had maybe 3 or 4 opportunities that we could have got something. But at the end of the day, they were a better team. No arguments on the result.
So you said you think that you found out ways that you're going to be able to get to that next level, that Stanford level.
Well, this was the first time, and I just told them this was the first time we dealt with a team that could pressure us faster than we could move the ball. We haven't seen that in preseason. We don't see it enough in practice. So maybe the next time we play a team like this, we'll be at least a little bit more expectant of we've got to possess the ball a little bit better. And then on the flip side of it too is they were able to pressure us a lot more than any team. We played a game here on Friday, and the other team couldn't get near us, and I felt a little bit like that today.
It's funny, since some of the college game, or you have unlimited substitutes, and on a day like today you need to make unlimited substitutions, but despite the play being broken up, the first half didn't matter who was on. The personnel were pretty solid.
I was happy with some of it. To be fair, I thought the 3 best players we had was our goalkeeper and both of our centre backs. I thought Sarah Trissell, the freshman, and Lizzie, our centre back, were tremendous in the amount of pressure they had and the amount of quality players they had. I thought those 2 were tremendous. And you know what? It's going to be great for Sarah's confidence. It's good for us to see that those 2 centre backs and the goalkeeper can step up to the plate when we need them. And now we need to start filling in the holes around us. So,
what do you say to your players after the loss like this?
Listen, no one likes to lose games, but I told them, I said, listen, girls, that was fun. You got to play against maybe the top team in the country. That's far more fun than playing 6 games where you win 6-0. And the competitors in them agreed. The kids who maybe weren't as competitive maybe wouldn't see it like that. But Rachel, Taylor, Lizzie, little Paula, they would rather play in that game all day, even if they're chasing, because that's the way soccer should be. All right, thanks guys.